Hey folks, and welcome back to, I believe, episode 4 of our Nioh 2 marathon. Last episode we unlocked these 3 side missions, and if we look at them, they are recommended level 30, 32, and 34 over here. So we'll start with the level 31. And it should be simple and quick, if I remember correctly. Start out in the caves and we need to make our way up. And in this mission we actually get introduced to one of the more annoying enemies in this game. Not a difficult one, just a fairly unpredictable one. I'll go ahead and skip this guy. And this wheel is the one I'm talking about. Because this wheel has this move where he basically just walks through you. This one. And it does so much damage. And it's difficult to predict it, or it's very how do I say it? Whoa! I was not expecting that. It's not telegraphed, is what I'm trying to say. A lot of the moves in this game are telegraphed. This one is not, and it kind of requires you to play defensively and just go for a very safe combo and then kind of back off. And while that is in general how you play this game, it's generally you kind of understand when an enemy is trying to attack you. Okay, whoa. Alright, something is odd. These enemies should not be... They should not be chasing me this far. Oh well. What we'll do is that we'll just clear everything, because you can definitely skip them, but I do want to show the wheels on the record. Basically, I want to prove that I can in fact kill these wheels. You okay there? Oh, we got an elixir out of that guy, so not a complete loss. One thing that you need to be careful with these enemies is that if they are down, their recovery will damage you. So when they are down, don't overstay your welcome and just go for combo and a half, I guess. And we haven't really unlocked combo extenders, just yet. And what those do is that at the end of a combo, you can press the Y button. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. I did kill one of them. Not two. Yeah. I'm playing reckless, that's all I'm gonna say. So instead of killing them, since we lost our Amrita either way, instead of killing them, I'll just go ahead and skip to the end of the mission. They're definitely not a problem. I'm just misplaying quite a bit. But going back to what I was saying, for every weapon you can unlock skills for it, and some of the skills will make it so that at the end of your... Would you just leave me alone? At the end of your regular combo... Alright, this is turning to be a pain. Because there is an archer up there, but I was really hoping he wouldn't hit me. Okay. Alright, this is just turning into a mess. What on earth is your problem, man? I really hate that move. Wait, I'm definitely making these enemies look way more difficult than they actually are. They're just annoying to deal with. They're not terribly difficult. Alright. Now that we are done with them, finally, and we're done with the archer. Of course, there's yet another one of them, but hopefully we can make it. And we did. The reason we want to get up here is because we want to drop back down. And the mission is to our left, but before we go to the mission, I'll go ahead and clear these two enemies. That's because we might need the space for this fella. Alright. That somehow hit me. Okay. I keep forgetting that the recovery of this guy also does AoE damage. We are not in a good spot. I am not playing well at all this. Not playing well at all tonight. We'll pause and we'll be right back. Let's try our luck again. And a little trick that I just used, and it's a good idea to use in general, is that sometimes you do your combo and you kind of run out of stamina, and you want to recover your stamina, but you want to stay on the offensive. A good way to do it is to use your skill core. Are you kidding me? That actually hit. Is to use your skill core, so that way you actually do damage, but at the same time, while you are using your skill core, you are regaining your stamina, so you get the best of both worlds. And I spent way too long on this mission. Thinking that it was actually going to be an easy one, and it is in general an easy one. I just got way too arrogant with it, I think. But anyway, we killed the guy, and we actually got a better or a higher level one of these this skill core, and it is my favorite in the game. It flows so well with the rest of the combo. It does quite a bit of break damage, and it's pretty quick. Alright, next up is the search, recommended level 32. And just to show you, my level is nowhere near 32. I am level 21. And these missions, while they do say that, okay, your recommended level is 32, I think I mentioned this before, but it doesn't mean that you need to be level 32. For the earlier ones, you're gonna notice that your recommended, or the recommended level, is kind of close to your level. For the later ones, you're gonna start noticing that the gap is getting bigger and bigger. Okay. It's not good. Those little guys have stupidly fast attack animations, if you ask me. Well, we are screwed. Alright, what can I say? Sometimes a little guy will come out of nowhere, just ruin your day, basically, and it was this little jerk. So we do get stunned. When the little guys fall down, by the way, they throw a paralysis gas liquid, I don't know. So doing a finisher on him might be a bit difficult. And of course, we just killed that guy as the final enemy in that mission. But you have noticed he was using a hammer in that mission. And in this one, he is using a glaive. And that enemy can have one of those two weapons. And the moveset is different. Now, the person responsible for this yokai realm is a snake lady that's just around the corner. Really? That didn't kill him? Alright, well, we used up all our ammo. But this is the enemy responsible for the yokai realm. That somehow hit. Okay. As you can see, the hammer skill core is just... it does so much break damage. I love it. Once we kill her, the yokai realm is over. And now we can actually see where the mission objectives are. And basically this mission is just to find a bunch of kodamas and guide them to the shrine. With some of them being green, just like the one that we just escorted, and some being purple. Now, what is the difference between the green and the purple ones? The purple ones cannot be guided regularly. What you need to do is to drop an equipment for it. And once you drop it, it will pick it up and throw another equipment of the same rarity. So we drop blue, we will be getting another blue. And we got the chest item, as you can see. And this is to introduce this mechanic, because this mechanic later on in the game can be very, very important. Because what happens later on is that you would be farming for a specific set. You want an item that is exactly this, but you don't have it. You're not getting it. So what do? You basically just keep farming. But this mechanic can help. And let's say you want a green item X and you have a green item A. So what you do is that you drop the green item A and pray to RNG that you get the green item X. And because there are so many items in the game, odds are you're not gonna get it. But hey, sometimes you do. And the reason I came here through all that path is because I don't want to fight this snake lady that's right there. Again, they're not difficult, they're just annoying to deal with. And what do you know? We got a purple Shrine Maiden. So we'll go ahead and equip it. And what we can do... oh! Perfect. We now have the 4 set for the Shrine Maiden. That means we are going to use this set for quite a bit. I believe we are done on this side of this level. Just go ahead and pick up this arrow. the rest of... Oh, completely forgot about my grave. The rest of the Kodama can be found... Trying to figure out how to come back. Oh, I guess we do need to go to wraparound, rather. But yeah, the rest of the Kodama are this way. So before we go on, we'll go ahead and unlock this shortcut, because you never know when you die. As you can see, there is one of those little dudes up there. I don't think we need to come here. I probably should have rested at the shrine to get my elixirs back, but what's the worst that can happen? Die? We'll just run back. In this game, I really don't mind dying. Okay. Yep, we're probably dead. You know what? Let's just go back to the shrine. But yeah, dying in this game doesn't feel as punishing as it does in other Souls-like games for a multitude of reasons. The game in general, I feel, is way more quick-paced, and as such it encourages just retrying after you die way more than, in my opinion, Dark Souls games. Dark Souls, whenever I die, I kind of feel discouraged. And the loading times, especially. I don't know what magic they did with Nioh games, but the loading times are incredibly fast. As well as the shrines are fairly close to each other and whatnot. Go ahead and shoot this guy instead of shooting him with an arrow. I do need to lower my sensitivity. Where would that be? Controls. Camera? Camera when aiming, there we go. I've been playing some Apex Legends and Overwatch with some of my friends, and some of my friends decided to coach me for aiming, and one of the things they mentioned is that my sensitivity was too high, and for the longest time I always thought that high sensitivity is a good thing. Turns out that is not the case. And if you're playing a hit scan character in specific, like Ashe, Widowmaker, etc., it is much better to bring your sensitivity to lower values. So I've been trying to readjust my entire aiming or sensitivity settings across not just Overwatch and Apex, but pretty much every game. As you can see, we healed when we purified that thing. I really hate this move. And I'll admit, especially in Apex Legends, my aiming has gotten much, much better after reducing the sensitivity. As well as obviously more practice. I've been trying to pick up the same weapon every time. This guy, let's see if we can get a better weapon than the one that we have. So what we'll do is we'll drop a purple and pray that we get a katana sword. Yeah, I've been picking up the same weapons as much as I can and get used to their recoil, as well as their accuracy patterns, I guess. Because some weapons are good from a long distance, some are good at closer range. As you can see, once we guide all the Kodama, the enemies will disappear because that is the end of the mission. Obviously, aiming in this game is not as difficult as it is in Apex Legends and the likes. Let's see, let's increase our constitution by 1. And this shall be our last mission for this region. So what we'll do is that we'll finish this mission. We will travel to the next region. I'll show you how to track your progress across missions, which is fairly intuitive, and then call it a day. And in here you see a little cool thing. Whenever there are yokai and humans, they will be fighting each other. The occurrence is not that often. You won't see a lot of humans next to yokai, but whenever they are, if they are close enough, they will be attacking each other. And this mission is yet another gauntlet, indicated by the many red graves around. But once we get here, we get to fight these guys. The cool thing is that now we have the 4 set of the Shrine Maiden, or the 4-piece of the Shrine Maiden set. So we won't be depending on potions all that much. Because we can just heal from purifying these wolves. And what is wrong? Are you ranged or melee? Just tell me. Okay. Yeah, those enemies, they usually tend to attack from range when you're not close enough, but this guy, for some reason, decided, nah, I'm gonna be melee and ruin your day. I was trying to do it in you know, a way to just keep the ranged character at bay and get rid of the melee character first. If you've played Code Vein, you'll realize that there is a boss that basically that is the entire idea behind how you fight them. Cannoneer and something. Speaking of Code Vein, I might replay it on this channel eventually because it was a really good game. Too late on that. Oh no, that is bad. Are we dead? Yep. I was just out of range. Just out of range. That attack hits way too quick, in my opinion. Oh, I want to get poisoned. As you can see, I can just purify the spool to get some HP. Thanks to the Shrine Maiden. Oh, come on! Please don't do this to me. Alright, I just used the yokai form as a free get out of jail card. Because apparently I cannot judge the distance of my counterburst. And since we finished the yokai realm, this guy is already staggered. And this is the last enemy. And the hammer basically eats human enemies because it drops them down immediately, and once they are dropped, you can do an execute. And that is it for this mission, which means we are done with our first region. We get the Yoki Soul Core, and as you can see, we are done. So what we'll do is that we will proceed to the next region.
Owari はここ美濃から南に下ったとこにある織田家の国だ。当主は信長様。最近勢力を伸ばしている新鋭の若い大名らしい。しかしな、この信長様はうつけだって噂もある。まあどっちにしろ道三様が娘を預けるほどの男だ。物おじしても始まらん。行こう、秀の字。 美濃より落ち延びてまいりました商人の藤吉郎と申します。隣は仲間の秀千代。この度は拝謁をお許しください。誠に恐悦にございます。
うぬは汎用か。よく顔を見せよ。初めて見る光じゃ面白い。お主ら二人、今日からこの信長の客となれ。
お計らい感謝いたします。おい。
して父の最後はいかようであった。マムシらしゅう毒をまき散らし立派に行かれたのであろうな。
Alright, well, we got introduced to Nobunaga. And I don't know if it's just me, but the Japanese writing has never really struck me as, I don't know. It always seems really awkward. I mean, she was asking about how her father died. And she was just so emotionless about it. And you know, it's fine to be, you know, to convey that she didn't really care or something, but it's just odd the way she said it and the entire sentence. Anyway, decided to change the equipment so that we can just offer everything we have next. And we will go ahead and level up. I'll try to get the heart to 2. Put the last point in constitution. And just like that, we are done. But before we do, I just wanted to show this. This is the skill tree that we've used before. And as you can see, inside the sword, we can really only learn up to this part. So to do these missions, we need to finish the Way of the Warrior Novice. Novice? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Don't use that word that often. But the way to do it is that you go to the dojo and you do this mission. And there are multiple levels of these missions. Each one unlocks a tier for the skills. So next episode we will do that first mission so that we can get some semblance of a build going. And we will start the mission of the hidden monsters of Okihazama. One of the easier missions in my opinion, but the last time I said that we ended up dying like 5 times in a row, so you never know. But either way, thank you for watching and I will see you in the next episode.